Deanna. It's nice of you and your friends to drop on by Deadwood just to have a look at a little old firearms demonstration. You'll just take just a minute to come on inside. We'll load up a couple chambers and get to firing. First, I want to ask you, please put in the ear protection when we get inside. For all you who are watching this for the very first time, these weapons are dangerous, and this is real ammunition, so please don't try this at home. Well, today what we're going to do is we're going to demonstrate 3 different weapons with ammunition that's been loaded with black powder. The black powder we're using today is GOEX 3F granulation. That's normally for rifle and pistol. In our shotgun, I've already preloaded 4 shotgun shells for this 1878 Stagecoach double barrel 12 gauge with 2F. Now that just means that the grains in the 2F are bigger than those grains in the 3F because 3F is 5. We could also use an 1873 Winchester lever action. We're going to put 4 rounds in here. I've already got it loaded with 6. And we're going to finish up the loading demonstration by loading just 2 cylinders because I've got the other ones charged. And then we'll put the caps on this pistol only in my right holster. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put them in, and they just slide in the side gate like that, and there it was done. That's why in the Old West that value of being able to load at such a fast rate kept a lot of soldiers as well as cowboys out of action from getting injured. Now today I've got to take this down in order to load these cylinders. So the takedown procedure is not something you're going to do real quick. For demonstration purposes, we're going to load 2 chambers in this cylinder in this right hand revolver. To get the cylinder out, you have to half cock it, push the base pin forward, slide off the cylinder, and today we're going to use a press. Now we're going to add 3 components to this demonstration. The first thing we're going to put in is black powder. We're going to put in 1 cc of XXX, Triple F GOEX. And I'm going to put the same amount in the second cylinder that's not loaded. Because I'm only using half the normal charge that would be used in a regular environment, I add a filler which is made of oatmeal that I grind to almost a powder. This is just ordinary oatmeal. What it does for me is it helps me control the pistol better, and I don't have to fight the recoil. The next thing you do is put your balls in place on the chambers you just charged, and you press it in.
And pressing it in does...
Are you recording and talking at the same time?
I'm asking you a question. I'm interviewing, so this is what interviewers do.
Okay, we'll go ahead.
Okay.
Here we go.
So when you press the balls in, what does it do?
Well, what it does, it removes the air pocket between the ball and the filler. Once it do that, it's ready to go back into the weapon, and you just roll it up and roll it and line it up with the base pin, put it back in, and put the loading lever in it. Then you want to put it on the chamber that's not loaded, on that cylinder. They did this because these are old style guns and have no safeties. The safety is that you put it on an empty cylinder. During war times or in an event we know that we're going to be attacked by an enemy, we load all 6 cylinders. The next thing to loading this is to charge it with one of these caps. That's why it's called cap and balls. Now what we got to do is put it on a 2 cylinder and this is how I do it for demonstration so you can see it. I'm just going to slide it on there. Most of the time I use a capper. Now I got to get the other one back around. Alright, you see that one? Put one on it. And this will be the last one we'll put on this revolver. And as I mentioned before, this revolver is a percussion cap revolver. Now we're going to rotate this uncapped chamber around to set it underneath this hammer. And that's how it goes in your holster, so you don't blast your leg off. Put a ball in your leg. And that's how you load these weapons up. We're going to take just a minute and cut away so we can clean this out of the way. The sequence we're going to shoot first is I'm going to shoot my pistols first, then I'm going to rotate to my rifle, and then I'm going to use the shotgun. With the pistols I will shoot the close red targets. With the rifle I will shoot the 4 white targets. With the shotgun I will shoot the round 4 plates in between the cowboys. And one thing you need to remember in that shooting black powder, it will smoke a lot. This is one of the disadvantages that the men had when having to use their weapons in the old days. Once the first rounds were fired, often you could not even see your target. What you have to do is keep a visual picture in your mind of where they're at so that you can continue the sequence while we're playing this game. Whenever you're ready, make sure you got your ears in your architecture.
Go ahead.
Ready for the shotgun?
It's record.
That's how it's done in the Old West, folks.